Looking at defense.
Okay, so here we go. It's Dopa challenging Mick again. I think Dopa challenged Mick last time and he lost, I'm pretty sure. I think Mick played Mech both games and Dopa has this, the way he was playing against Mech, at least at that time, is he'll open 2-hatch Muta with his third hatchery and his natural, like that's just a completely normal opener versus Mech. But then he makes maybe only like 8 Mutas and then just pumps Hydralisks on like, I don't know, 20 to 25 drones or something. And he just tries to overwhelm you with Hydralisks while Terran is still just on Goliath. But yeah, that didn't work out for him. So I think he went to a Zerg coach. I think he said he wanted to do that and give feedback on how to play against Mech. So maybe he's gonna try a more macro-oriented approach this time around. And I was practicing with Mick yesterday. I was playing Zerg, and he was playing Mech. And Mick, when he goes Mech, he usually goes 6 Factory Goliath. No tanks, just Goliath. And attacks with 1-1 upgrade at around 11 minutes. And usually the way I like to play against Mech is just go mass Muta, but that doesn't really work against that 6 Factory Goliath thing. I mean, I guess it could work if you make a bunch of sunken colonies and just do backstabs over and over again. I don't really like to play that way. So the way I played was I made a stack of Mutas just to keep him honest. And then I went up to 5 hatcheries. And I transitioned to Hydras on just 11, 10, or I think it was actually only 10 Mutas. I don't think I even got a full 11 Mutas. And yeah, that timing works out. You have I had more than 2 control groups of Hydras to just crush his Goliath attack at 11 minutes. And even had time to get +1 Hydra attack. Okay, and everything they're doing is perfectly normal. So Dopa, he comes from the school of thought, which is you make only 2 Zerglings, you don't get speed, and you make a sunken colony right away. And he does this not just against tech openings from Terran, but even from just bio. So like, you can't even pressure with just like two Marines really against this. Or I mean, it's pretty tight. So anyways, I think this is the Jimin philosophy. I don't know if Jimin got it from Zealot, but I noticed also just Dale plays this way. 2 Lings, no speed, fast sunken colony. And even the second gas is pretty fast, and I guess you can afford to get the second gas just a bit faster when you save those minerals by not making lings and not getting speed. So, Mick's armory is spinning. He's getting Goliath range, but he's not making Goliath yet. Okay, now he starts a Goliath. Yeah, I don't know. I think Mick maybe messed up a little bit. And, it'll be interesting to see if Dopa chases these vultures or not, because if he's planning to go for that quick Hydra transition, he doesn't even care about the vultures, because he wouldn't even care if you're blocking his third base. Like, I've played games. Okay, it looks like maybe he's gonna do it. He got the fast Hydrogen again. But it wasn't too hard to just get those vultures. They were just sort of, like, AFK right there in his face, so... So let's see how many mutas he gets. 9. And the mutas are already doing so well. He doesn't have to go Hydra in here. Like, he's getting so much damage with the mutas. I mean, I don't know. I think he wins no matter what. There's not enough Goliaths to hold off these Hydras. Yeah, somewhere along the way, Mick messed up his build, and his Goliaths were just too late and too little. So, should be starting siege, Mick. He's adding factories, not getting siege. I mean, maybe Mick still holds this. I think he loses the command center. So, I don't know, does Dopa need to keep pressing? Like, maybe he can, and maybe he can just get the kill? But maybe he should just go expand or something. I don't know. Okay, Mick... he's getting a barracks. Does he want an academy? I mean, he doesn't... It's not like you want to go up to 5 factories or add more factories before, like, retaking your natural. I don't know if the barracks is okay, but he does have to be worried about lurkers, I guess. That would actually be genius if Dopa went lurkers while he knows Mick is stuck on only 0 to 1 scanners. So I don't know. I feel like Dopa's kind of throwing here. Mick might actually win this. Yeah, still making units. And maybe Mick should just kill these depots, because he needs to, like, not die in this choke here. Mick's going out a bit too far. That's way too far. Way too far. Man, I think Mick was gonna actually win that if he just went slower. So to be honest, I really wanted to see Dopa, like, come back with a different plan. But he just did the same thing that he lost with last time, but won this time. Like, I don't know. I would have been really interested to see what kind of different approach he would take if he was trying to expand. But so hopefully he does something else this time. I would like to see that. Yeah, and also, yeah, people in the chat are saying Dopa executed better. Yeah, I guess. His execution is always really good, honestly. Like, every game, his lair timing is so great. Like, he's so good at boosting and getting a good Spire timing, getting a good Muta timing. It's really tight to defend it as Terran. And Mick definitely did not execute well that game. I would like to see... Oh, interesting. Man, I wanted to see Mick do mech again. I wanted to... I don't know. Oh well. Okay, 12 hatch. I mean, Mick might still do mech, but normally when Mick goes for mech, he walls his main. Maybe he does Rax expand mech. That would be interesting. Well, so Nerd's saying Dopa will not drone scout. I think he does drone scout, but he drone scouts late. He sends it out like super late, and he goes cross map. Like, I think he's gonna go diagonal with this drone. See, I'm an expert on UPL players. I know what they're gonna do. Okay, he saw the command center. And Mick is going for an eBay build. So it'll be +1 4 barracks. What? Okay. It's always nice to physically see the spire with your SCV when you're going for an eBay build, because defending Lurker is a bit harder to defend with the eBay as opposed to 2 racks. But the other thing this means is that Mick can delay his scanners if he wants to. So I mean, Mick has everything he needs to do this well. Like, okay, Dopa, he took his third at a third base, adjusting for the racks expand, expecting bio. And, well, he knows it's bio, because he sees that many Marines now with his links. These turrets might be a little bit late. Oh! But for some reason, it's only 5 mutas. And they're kind of trickling out. They're not like all at the same time. And I think Mick needs to start range. He forgot range. There. I don't know how long it takes to research range, but it only just started now, so Mick is going to be trapped in his base until range finishes. So, yeah, Dopa will go for Guardian Hydra. That's his preferred style against bio. Yeah, there's the factory. The factory timing is actually pretty good for this build. Oh man, there's only 2 medics. Okay, Mick's dead. Like, the game's over. Mick needs to add his second gas now if he's going to starports. Okay, Dopa got flyer carapace. Maybe Mick is waiting for +1 armor. Move out with 1-1. Here comes the Greater Spire. There's a Hydra Den. Okay, Mick is going for Valkyries, so maybe there's still some hope for him. At least that indicates to us that Mick probably knows what's going on. I don't know. Maybe he thinks it's just mass muta or muta all in. But I think Mick should know it's Guardian. He should suspect that against Dopa. But you need another control tower. And Mick's buildings are all idling. I don't think the Valkyries are going to be on time. Oh, what? GG.
So rusty, man. My marine micro was so bad. I kept messed up my control group, man, of unit.
Back to Diablo, bro. Sorry, GG.
GG, man.
Hey, yeah, so Dopa, I was wondering, like, after last time you played Mick, that sort of, like, fast Hydra transition wasn't working for you, and I think you said you wanted to go talk to a coach about it?
Yeah.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I went to Selot. And,
Wait,
yeah, he helped me
the
fix-
Korean? Zealot?
Yeah. Yeah, that is semi-pro.
Wait. Hang on.
Yeah.
You don't speak Korean, do you?
No, I used translators and stuff, and his chat helped me to translate what he said.
Wow, nice.
On stream.
And what did he told you about it?
Yeah, he explained the build to me much, like, I never understood it before. I got a completely different insight into how it works now, and I showed him a replay of me doing the build, and he pointed out a bunch of mistakes and stuff, and how the game plan should be So the big breakthrough was understanding that the Hydras are not really there to end the game. They're only there to deny the second gas. If I can deny the second gas, then I can switch back to Muta and go into like a soft contain and do like a timing attack when you try to move out again, which is kind of what I did, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly. Yeah.
when I played him the last time, Mick, I thought it was over because I didn't win the game there and then with the first Hydra push.
Yeah, makes sense. Well played, man.
Thanks, bro. You too.
I mean, that's pretty cool that you got Zealot's help. I thought Zealot was like... I heard Zealot was like viciously xenophobic and he hates foreigners and he would never... But I guess maybe not. Maybe he's a nice guy.
No, he's super kind.
Yeah.
I gave him a little bit of money, of course, for the help, but he was very helpful, yeah.
Yeah.
His English is kind of lackluster, though.
How much did you pay him?
Okay, so first I gave him like, I think it was like super chats, like to get his attention, asking about some stuff, combined like $7. And I was also a member on his YouTube channel, which is like $5. And then I asked him after those things, like, hey, can you check a replay? And if you want to do that, how much do you want me to pay? And he said, hey, I can do it for free. And I don't understand the translation correctly there, but I think because I was a member and I already tipped him a little bit, I think he said he could do it for free because of that. And then I gave him $5 more, so yeah, $12 total, and I was also a member.
So how'd you send him the replay? Did you friend him on Discord or?
No, he asked me to open a lobby, and with the replays, I opened a lobby, and then he went in with me, and then he got it instantly into his folder for some reason.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And it was only like a 6-minute replay or whatever, because I lost early, but it still helped.
What's up, guys?
So, yeah, the other thing though is I was expecting you to do something different, and I was hoping, I don't know, I thought you went to maybe like Vermin or somebody, and I wanted to see like just a totally different style, like a really macro-oriented style. Did you?
Yeah.
Did you study that at all, or you only just?
I did try, yeah.
Yeah. What was that style?
So the first times I like started asking Salat like in his chat and like started tipping him, I was asking him like, hey, can you show me how to macro versus mech Goliaths? And he was like, oh, hard to find replay. And he tried to find the replay, but he couldn't find it like multiple times when I asked him. So I was like, fuck it, just show me how to do the all-in build.
Okay. So you didn't actually get to study like a macro style?
I did try, yeah. I went to like the Sakura guides and stuff, and the Soma guides, and those were quite different. So Soma went like 2 groups of Miura into later Hydra.
Yeah.
And the Sakura guide was more like maybe 1 control group of Miura into earlier Queens, and then do like a when Queens have energy at like 12-30 minutes, go for like an attack towards the third. But all of those styles were super difficult, and there were so little content, and like, I don't know, I feel like following those guys are much harder because they're like 2 or 3 tutorials, and then they don't, I don't know, man.
Yeah, when I first studied how to play versus mech, I did that Soma guide. You said 2 groups of mutas into Hydra transition.
Yeah, with the backstab.
But yeah, and seems like I can't make that work anymore. Like I used to get a lot of wins with it, but then at least against Mick, I can't win with that anymore. So I tried something different yesterday when we played. But
yeah, so more sunken and earlier Hydra, right?
Yeah, and just 1 group of mutas. Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, like all of those, that's probably a better way to play in the long term. I just don't understand, and there's like multiple different variations Terran can win, because a lot of those I feel like depend on Terran trying to move out of the Goliaths. And you got like a replay with versus Victor, you got like a super good surround versus his first Goliath move out. I wonder what like happens if Terran just sits at home and bunkers up. I don't understand the game plan, you know? Like when do we win? Like queens maybe?
Yeah,
nice
I think
queens.
it's a big queen timing.
Yeah.
Alright, well now I guess that's gonna end the interview. But the interview will be on the VOD.
That's good.
Alright.